Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will introduce a unique, rare and gorgeous orchid. The swan orchid, scientifically known as Cycnoches, is a captivating and unique genus of orchids renowned for their striking swan-like flowers. Native to the tropical regions of Central and South America, these orchids are epiphytic, meaning that they grow on trees in their natural habitat. The name Cycnoches is derived from the Greek words kyknos, swan, and auchion, neck, referring to the graceful arching column of the flower, which resembles a swan's neck. Key features of the swan orchid: distinctive flowers. The flowers of the swan orchid are its most notable feature. They have a unique, elegant shape with a long, curved column that resembles a swan's neck. The flowers can be male, female, or even hermaphroditic, with male flowers typically being more showy and elaborate. Pseudobulbs. Swan orchids produce pseudobulbs, which are thickened stems that store water and nutrients. These pseudobulbs help the plant survive during dry periods. Foliage. The leaves are long, slender, and lance-shaped, growing sheathed around new pseudobulbs. They are typically deep green and provide a beautiful contrast to the flowers. Fragrance. Some species of swan orchids produce fragrant flowers, adding to their appeal. Popular species: Cycnoches chlorokylon, known for its large, greenish-yellow flowers and strong fragrance. Cycnoches warsowitzi features striking, dark-colored flowers and is highly sought after by orchid enthusiasts. Cycnoches cooperi produces smaller, delicate flowers with a unique charm. Swan orchids are found in tropical rainforests where they grow on tree branches, epiphytically or occasionally on rocks, lithophytically. They thrive in warm, humid environments with dappled light, mimicking the conditions under the forest canopy. Unique beauty. The swan-like flowers are unlike those of any other orchid, making it a standout addition to any orchid collection. Challenging yet rewarding. While they require specific care, successfully growing and blooming a swan orchid is a rewarding experience for orchid enthusiasts. Conversation starter. Their unusual appearance and fascinating growth habits make them a great topic of discussion. While their growth cycle is a bit more complex than other orchids, it also includes a large segment of the year where quite literally no care is required. It's the perfect orchid for people who lack indoor growing space in cooler climates but have plenty of outdoor space in the summer. The swan orchid is a true gem in the orchid world, combining elegance, rarity, and a touch of mystery. With proper care, it can thrive and bring a touch of tropical beauty to your home or greenhouse. Here's a guide on how to grow and care for a swan orchid. Light requirements. Bright, indirect light. Swan orchids prefer bright, filtered light. Avoid direct sunlight during early and mid-summer, especially at noon, which can scorch the leaves. They can typically take direct morning and evening sun in late summer and fall, which can trigger blooming. Ideal placement: place near an east or west-facing window with a sheer curtain to diffuse light when it is at its brightest. Signs of too much light. Yellowing or scorched leaves indicate too much light, while dark green leaves suggest insufficient light. So, let's talk about temperature. Swan orchids thrive in warm days, with daytime temperatures ranging from 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. And they really appreciate cooler nights, ideally between 60 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. To mimic their natural habitat and encourage blooming, provide a slight drop in temperature during the fall. Now moving on to humidity. These orchids prefer high humidity levels, typically between 50 and 70%. Here are a few tips to maintain that humidity. Use a humidity tray filled with water and pebbles. Mist the plant regularly, but be careful to avoid wetting the flowers. Misting can also help control spider mites, which really dislike water. If your home tends to be dry, consider using a humidifier. Alright, let's discuss watering. During active growth, water your swan orchid heavily, ensuring the potting medium remains at least slightly moist. It's important to use room temperature distilled or rainwater to avoid mineral buildup. When the plant enters its dormant period after flowering, reduce and eventually eliminate watering altogether. As the plant enters dormancy, the leaves will begin to yellow and fall off. This is completely normal, so don't panic. Store the fully dormant leafless plant somewhere in your house, usually over winter, and don't water it at all. Eventually, you'll see new growths. These new growths will put out roots. Wait until the roots are at least 2 inches long before you start watering again, slowly at first, then back to fully drenching the media. Some people even wait longer. But don't worry, these first phases of growth are fueled by all the energy stored in the pseudobulbs. Potting mix and repotting are crucial for the health of your swan orchids. Use a well-draining mix, such as a blend of bark, perlite and sphagnum moss. Due to their hanging flowers, these orchids are particularly suited to hanging mesh basket culture. Repot every 1 to 2 years, or when the potting mix breaks down. Choose a pot with good drainage that's only slightly larger than the previous one. Fertilizing is essential for the growth of swan orchids. Use a balanced orchid fertilizer like a 20-20-20 formula, diluted to half strength. Fertilize every week during the growing season, which is spring and summer. Reduce and then completely stop fertilizing during dormancy. Good air circulation is vital to prevent fungal and bacterial issues in swan orchids. Ensure proper airflow, and if the air is stagnant, a small fan can help. Dormancy period. After flowering, the plant may enter a rest period. Reduce and then stop watering and fertilizing during this time. Repotting the plant may also throw it into premature dormancy. Do the same if that happens. Encouraging blooms. Provide cooler nighttime temperatures and slightly drier, sunnier conditions in the fall to trigger blooming. Pests. Watch for spider mites, scale and mealybugs. Treat with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Spider mites are an especially dangerous pest for these orchids and other Catasetina. They are almost invisible and proliferate in dry environments. They will cause a silvery, dusty appearance of the leaves. Run a damp paper towel down the leaf. If you have mites, they will leave orangish smears. Keep in mind that most insecticides will not work on mites and may make the infestation even worse. Root rot caused by overwatering or poor drainage. Ensure the potting mix is well draining and avoid letting the plant sit in water. Leaf problems. Yellowing or browning leaves can indicate improper light, watering or humidity levels. But they can also be a fully natural part of dormancy, especially if they occur in the fall after repotting or due to some other shocks to the orchid. Division propagate by dividing the pseudobulbs during repotting. Ensure each division has at least 3 to 4 healthy pseudobulbs and roots. With proper care, your swan orchid will reward you with its stunning swan-like flowers and lush foliage. Patience and attention to its needs are key to success. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching and see you next time.